up, faithful? What's up,
faithful?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
It was good. Another dub.
And big time dubs in the chat.
Yes, sir. All right, to our faithful viewers, welcome to our show, the Always Faithful 24/7 show. My name is Mark _Faithful 87 with my brothers Jizzle and Prez. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Man.
Gotta win, man.
Gotta win. Gotta
be at the end of the day.
Yeah, no doubt.
Big time win today.
Yeah, man. Man.
That's a playoff game, man. I mean, that's a playoff game right there.
The top 3 offense or top 4 offense, and that's what they said was the test that we needed to pass.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And you know what? We talked about it last Sunday, guys. Whether we get pretty wins or ugly wins like this, and just like you said, Prez, and you hit the nail right on the head, bro. This was like a playoff win. And I've been reading a lot of articles, and y'all probably have too. I've been reading a lot of articles. Not only that this was like a must win for us, this was like a win that we needed for ourselves as far as preparation for the playoffs.
Facts.
Yes, we didn't win a lot of games yet to get in the playoffs, but this is like a preparation.
Facts.
For the playoffs. I mean, unfortunately, and I gotta bring it up, man. I gotta bring it up because it's on my mind. You know, our guy Jimmy G had broke his foot, and it was brought to my attention that he's out for the season. However, it was saying that it's expected. But when real talk, I don't know about you guys. When I seen his foot. I ain't gonna lie. In my mind, I was like, yo, his foot look like it's broke.
It is broke.
No, I'm talking about when it happened. When I seen it, I was like, yo, his foot like it's broke. But in my mind, I'm a very optimistic person. I was like, yo, I don't want to think that. You follow? And then when they brought the card out, I was like, yo, this don't look good. You follow what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, that's where I'm at as far as with Jimmy. Of course, we're gonna dive in that a little bit more. But like I said earlier, we got that dub, which is very important for our team mentality and also going forward. So what you guys think, guys? What's up?
I mean, I think that rightfully so, Jimmy was playing really good ball, maybe some of the best ball of his career. I think he was getting over-credited for the team's success because, as we see, we have the number 1 defense in the league. We added McCaffrey, have a really good run game, and the weapons are way better than they've ever been. So Jimmy's been playing with the better weapons. You know, he's been playing with a bazooka while they're playing with a pea shooter, so to speak. And so I feel like we do lose something with Jimmy G being out, but I don't think it's to the extent that we still can't be a contending team.
Basically. Oh, sure, for sure.
I agree. I was. Let me bring Uncle Keith in. What's up, Uncle Keith?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, what it did?
I gotta cut the volume up a little bit.
Yo, let me see that shirt. Uncle Keith.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
I had to put the full gold on today.
Right. See, when you real talk, when you represent the sunny side, you gotta wear nothing but bright shirts like that, man.
You know something? I felt pretty damn good today.
Yeah. Talk about Uncle Keith.
Hey, Jizzle, you slid one past me when you said he ain't gonna be pretty.
That curveball, man, that knuckleball, bro.
I was like, oh yeah, I had to kick myself. How y'all doing today?
Man, doing a lot better after a win.
Woo!
Yeah.
I told you to that. I'm sorry, hold on. Let me get that. Oops, wrong way. There you go.
I gotta answer your question. I gotta be honest, man. You know, I'm a realist, yo, and I like to win games. However, you don't want to see to lose your quarterback like that. I don't want to see him go out like that, man. If I mean, it's unfortunate. Like I always say, man. And some of us play football. Injuries come with the game. It's just like, tag, man.
It's crazy to lose both of them for the season. That's
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm
foot
saying.
injury, right? From a foot injury, yo.
it's just crazy. Like that. It's
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know how a team can literally just be so. It's like with your best players. It's one thing to be injury riddled year after year, but it's another thing for it to always seem to be your top 8 to 12 players. You're losing 3 or 4 of them for long periods of time or for the season, almost every single year. Man, that shit is just wild, bro.
Yo, Prez. You know what's so crazy too, bro? Oh my God. It's like when we got players coming back, we got players getting hurt. You thought it's just like, yo, Eric Armstead just came back.
100%. We still ain't had Kinlaw, and Mosley's been out since week 1. Like best defense in the league, and you've literally been without.
Yeah.
I mean, how long was Ebicom out? Ebicom just now back 2 games.
I heard he got hurt.
He got hurt?
No, really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. But I don't know. I'm gonna dive into it. What's up?
I don't know. I thought Bosa got hurt at a point because he wasn't in on that series.
Yeah.
Bosa was just retooling.
Facts.
Yo, shout out to boss man Trigger G. He says 8-4. He said Brady next. Talk about it, boss man.
And that's the other crazy part. It was about to be that Jimmy versus Scott.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, the week before, that shit is wild, bro.
I know. It's ain't it?
Destiny says it's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, no, ultimately it's not supposed to happen.
And it's gonna be televised.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be televised, yo. It's crazy. Yo, real quick, it's in my mind. I gotta ask y'all. Hey, Jizzle, we talked about this, bro. Matter of fact, y'all all remember we talked about this, bro. I gotta ask the faithful huddle. Yo, do we bring in another quarterback for a backup for Purdy? Cam Newton, what's up? No? Yeah.
Well, you gotta go find somebody because somebody
has to be a backup, but
who's out there? I mean, who out there that y'all want? Real quick, and then we can get to the game. I'm saying Cam Newton. What's up?
I'll go with Ryan Fitzpatrick for this team. You need like a gunslinger for this type of offense, and Cam Newton just doesn't have that shoulder. Since the shoulder injury, he doesn't have what it takes for the Shanahan offense, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it absolutely needs to be somebody that has playoff experience, if at all possible. Like you need somebody that's been there.
I think Fitzpatrick's the best call. I think Jizzle's spot on. Because what I've been saying about this offense since the first game of the season is the only thing we ever lacked was over the top.
Right.
Which is why I kept screaming for Purdy to get in and get some more reps.
I agree.
And I saw something today, like I saw in the first preseason game he played in, was the ability to escape. Facts. You got a weak offensive line, you get a quarterback that can escape, you extend plays, and you win games.
And Jimmy was doing it too.
Yeah.
And this is
Jimmy was trying to survive.
Yeah, but it looked like it was designed though. You follow what I'm saying? Like
some of it was.
It was. It ain't look like because he wasn't pressured really. Like he just rolled out, and I was like, "Yo, that's what I'm talking about." You know,
you're spot on, Mark. It looked like it was designed.
Yeah,
it had to be. When you got a weak offensive line or shaky one, you got to shake it up somehow. Jimmy can't sit there and keep getting hit like he's been getting hit.
Yeah,
we saw what happened. Yeah. And that was a freak accident too, though.
What's that?
It was.
Jimmy?
Yeah. I mean, his knee came right on the top of that arch, and you can almost see it popping.
Yeah.
He put his full body weight.
Yeah. Plus, you got 2 defenders on you, and
you can't flex for the other one if the other one's got you up here going this way, and the guy lands on your leg.
But I would say this. I mean, it's unfortunate he broke his foot. At least he ran forward, because if he would have stayed back, because he did go forward, because if he would have stayed back, I think it would have took us out of field goal range. I think. I think,
Okay.
because we had scored a field goal off that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but it's unfortunate. But check this out, guys. Yo, we had 24 first downs. Today 14. Yo, honestly, real talk, we outplayed them. We
Yeah.
outplayed them. 24 first downs today, 14 first downs. We was for third down efficiency, we was 8 for 19. They was 0 and 7. Fourth down efficiency, we was 1 and 2, and they was 1 and 2. We had 41 pass attempts, and we had 34 rushing attempts. So you said that's pretty much balanced.
Facts.
Yeah.
Now, the most important thing, and I don't know if y'all seen it while we was watching the game, because I'm always observing the game. Yo, we're ranked. Remember this, guys, if y'all can. Plus, you know, we doing this on our show. Y'all can go back and check it out. Yo, we're ranked 15th in the red zone. That's not bad, guys.
It's definitely better than when it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. We were 26.
26, yeah.
Right. And exactly, Jim. And you see what a whole month can do when we won 4 straight?
We knew it. We had just got McCaffrey. Jimmy was getting in there, and then we had the bye week, and it was awesome. We finally got kind of fluid, and so we knew. And we talked about it at the beginning of the season, even before Jimmy got hurt with just Trey, that it would be a gradual process over the season, and we wanted to be playing our best football down the stretch into the playoffs from an offensive standpoint.
Right.
So,
right. I mean, I think that's damn good. Ranked 15th.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Out of 32 teams. Yo, it's amazing how 1 month can change, you know, the whole outlook of defense. What's up, Uncle Keith? I
think sometimes injuries for the Niners force us to use all of our assets. Mason ran his butt off today.
Yeah.
And I've been screaming to put him in. And I heard it was about attitude. They say he's made some adjustments, but he ran like he wanted to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to say in general, not taking nothing from Jimmy, when that Purdy came in, the energy and the level on the team went up. Whether everybody was just stepping up or whatever, it's all about, look, we don't have no backup now. We got to make this work.
Right. Right.
You know, it was fun to watch. This game was fun to watch.
It was, right?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
It was. Like, when Purdy came in, I wasn't even worried, yo. Uncle Keith, you remember, yo, what I say first preseason game against the Packers? I said, yo, Brock Purdy shows so much poise. When you got a rookie that shows poise in a pocket, before you see his arm, you know, like, yo, gotta watch out for this kid. Right. And that's what I seen, yo. And now
give me my flowers. Give me my flowers.
Yeah.
What I tell y'all for getting
you scolded when we were saying no, and you were saying
and I went through all kind of hell. I had to swallow some pride, eat some soup, but guess what? The soup came out good.
No facts. You right.
Seriously, when I wrote in the feed today, when I said about the kid's pocket presence, like you're saying, Mark, and the fact he doesn't panic, and for me, true leaders, like when you played Iowa State, you didn't have the best offensive line, but he still threw for 12,000 yards. Just that arm repetition and experience downfield, no matter what level of competition, makes you comfortable in the pocket.
Right.
He took some hits. And
you know what
I told y'all.
He didn't look scared, man. He looked like he thought he belonged there. If anything, the coaching initially looked scary, you know, to unleash what he could possibly do. And once we got going and got in the rhythm, the team got in rhythm, rallied behind him. It was like just like Jimmy G was in there.
It was I had told y'all we had talked about Purdy, and I went over to my homies that's like a diehard OU fan, you know what I'm saying? Like and he's like a statistician, a savant of the game. So like and so he was like, man, he was like when I told him that we were talking about Purdy and making the team and where we were going, and he was like, nah, man, Purdy's really that guy. He was like, I've watched him for 4 years at Iowa State, and he was like, nah, he's really that guy, bro. I mean, he was like, he has it all. And he said he's a competitor. You know what I'm saying? So
Mr. Irrelevant had a chip on his shoulder from the day he got drafted. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. He's the kind of find that 7 years ago we're gonna say it was similar to a Brady type find. That's how much talent is
okay.
there, because I don't usually miss when it comes to looking at talent. I do that for a living. I'm not always right, but that kid, I mean, I saw him take a hit in preseason, leap out of it, and fire a strike. He's got a live arm. That's something you don't see in the NFL all the time. He'll overthrow more than he'll underthrow. But the coaching staff in this game, I saw it 4 times, rather than have him throw it away, they had him throw it at the receiver's feet and make a bad pass. And he was smart enough to do that. After he forced that ball in with the interception.
He was also
and that was 4th down. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to make a play 4th down. Now I don't like the fact that was where he chose to throw that ball at that point, 4th and 1, because that corner is so much bigger than Ayuk. Or you could say Ayuk didn't make the adjustment to try to get around in front of the defender. But either way, it was a play like that. I mean, it was almost like a punt because they weren't. If you kick a field goal and you miss it, they really get the ball at like the 47. So that interception at that point isn't the worst thing that could happen because further down the field, as opposed to not getting it with better field position. So, I don't really look at that as an interception. Like I don't feel like that was a real interception.
That was a defensive interception, you think?
No, it was like because at that point you don't kick the field goal because you lose 7 more yards behind the line of scrimmage. If you don't get the first down, they're going to get the ball at around the 40. You know what I'm saying? But now with that interception, they get the ball down on like the 23. So you know what I'm saying? So it was
actually almost like a punt.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I say I don't look at it as an interception because at the end of the day, your coach is probably telling you throw that ball up because if they pick it, it's better field position for our defense.
Yeah, yeah. What I like also regarding Purdy, man, when he felt that heat, and y'all know what I mean, he scrambled.
Yeah,
he kept the play alive, and
absolutely.
And certain plays, if it wasn't there, he threw the ball out of bounds.
Facts.
He also did his checkdowns too.
He also
did his progressions also.
Right. And
while on the run, he kept his face downfield.
Right.
I love that. I'm not just running for my life. I'm running to make a play.
Facts.
What's up, Brad? No, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say what always happens with a mobile quarterback against us. A lot of the times they will either get out of the pocket, they'll make the play, or more times than not, they put our defender in a position because we lack whatever in those moments where we get a flag. And because Purdy got out on that play and kept that play alive and threw it back over to Ayuk, we got that pass interference and kept that drive going. And so it was good to see something like that from our offense to help us out. His extension of the play.
That was 2 pass interference in a row. The play before that was pass interference to Debo.
Facts.
He turned his head completely around.
Right.
Facts.
And he got away with that one. And you know, it's just the guys were with us on that one. The second play.
Yo, I got to add this to you guys. Yo. Time possession, guys. I gotta get to it. Our time possession was 40 minutes and 34 seconds to their 19 minutes and 26 seconds. 26 seconds. I love it, yo. I love it. When I see stuff like that, you get a glimpse of what the game plan was to keep them off the field.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? And also play physical because that's our identity. Identity is to play fast, play physical, and wear down a defense. We may not see it on TV, but believe me, guys, they feeling it on defense.
100%.
Oh yeah, Tua got so much pressure on him, he felt like a balloon.
Yeah. That's why Tom Brady about to face one of the best defenses he's faced in the last 5 years next week, and his body ain't gonna be ready for it come Monday.
He's gonna get beat so bad he gonna rethink marriage.
He don't know.
I like that. I like that, Keith.
He really has no idea. He really has no idea unless he's good friends with Aaron Rodgers. Because Aaron Rodgers, I promise, has
might have told him
what it really is like playing them.
Hey, y'all, Keith, you better be careful, man. Tom Brady might hit you up on Twitter.
I'm close enough.
He's right there, yeah.
I could teach him how to keep Giselle home. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I will say on the opposite end, we face a monstrous defensive line next week. Our offensive line has a challenge because you have some real ones on that defensive line that we got to play. And Shanahan is going to have to incorporate that check down pass like we've been doing. Those small points, all that got to come.
And stretch the field and make them pay for being super aggressive. You got to stretch this field. I've been dying for them to do it at least 2 times a game. Even if you don't make a play, stretch the field.
Yeah.
Keep them honest. I mean, that's what we did to Miami.
Yeah.
Miami, we played aggressive. We got in and we got beat. Tyreek Hill's going to beat anybody.
Of course.
But we only got beat once.
Of course.
Yo.
You know?
Miami's defense is not good by any stretch of the imagination.
Pass defense. I got to be honest with you.
Yes.
Pass defense. Run defense, yes. Pass defense, yeah.
Yeah, but they lost some.
I had text. I didn't even cut you off. Quick. I had text y'all. I don't know if y'all seen it. Miami pass defense was ranked 25.
Yeah, no, it ain't it. It ain't it. So
their run defense took a big hit when they Ndamukong Suh left.
Yo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that means something.
And if y'all notice, watching the game, they packed the box.
Yeah,
8 or 9 players.
Mm-hmm.
You follow what I'm saying? So I mean,
they lost their lateral mobility with Suh because Suh could pursue a runner.
Yeah,
and when he got you, there was no getting away.
But yo, real talk, man. Shout out to Christian McCaffrey, 17 carries for 66 yards, yo. Jordan Mason, 8 carries for 51 yards, yo. His longest run was 19 yards. Let me back up. McCaffrey's longest run was 30 yards.
Yep.
Hey, man. And then you got McCaffrey. He's leading in pass receiving. He had 8 receptions for 80 yards for a touchdown. Now check this out.
He's that guy, man. He's really that guy.
Yes, exactly.
He's that guy, man.
Exactly, yo. Let me say this, and y'all can take over, yo. Yo, they gotta give him his flowers. Yo, his longest rushing was 30 yards, and his longest pass reception was 33 yards, guys.
Yeah.
Yo, just a playmaker, man. Just a guy that
it'll be.
You know he's gonna. Oh, go ahead.
No. You go, bro.
No. You know he's gonna rip off at least 2 big explosives in a game. And that could be the difference. You know, one could be a house call. You know what I mean? And so, just having this X factor on our offense just really changed it. No matter who's behind center.
Yeah.
I want to say this though. Devo situationally was better today than he's been all season.
Yeah.
And when you pair the 2 of them properly, like they were able to do today, it made them both better.
Yeah.
McCaffrey blocked for Devo. He blocked for Juice. And Juice got used today really well.
Yeah.
He really did.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the whole offensive team picked up and pulled for Purdy. I think they pulled for him during training camp because that's why he got selected over what's his name? Sudfeld.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they just saw this kid's heart. And now he's out there.
Yeah.
If they stretch the field and they take old man's advice.
Shifty, what up, bro?
I think we'll run the table. I think we'll run the table. I mean, the defense is there. The offense can get there by stretching the field and keeping them honest.
It don't matter necessarily, in my perspective, of running the table. It's like it's a good thought. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking good thoughts. I'm wearing yellow.
Yeah. No facts. With this, it's like a lot of what's coming down because what you did see with Purdy, there are going to be mistakes. He's going to have bad plays. That's just going to be anybody in situations. But what you did see with Purdy, and this was a very playoff game. Is that he is a dog.
Yes.
He's a gamer.
He's a dog, bro. He's a dog.
Come on, Purdy, right?
Yeah.
That's that poise I was talking about. That's that poise, bro.
Yeah, we let out 2 dogs today, though.
Facts.
We let 2 dogs out.
He's gonna have inaccuracies. He's gonna if that's all that's gonna happen. But he has a cannon for an arm, and he has precision because most of these passes were right on the money, man.
Yeah.
He's your knockout punch.
Yeah.
So
if you're down by two touchdowns, I'd rather have him in the box with that wild arm of his.
Oh, of course.
The receivers we got getting his foot in the game.
Yes.
I now see that as a possibility. Not more that possibility. Every time he steps on the field, he can throw the ball for a touchdown.
What I was getting at is that it comes down to Shanahan. It comes down to Shanahan and his play calling. And to this point, in the entire 4 years that he's been there, and we're on the 5th, and he's been very successful. I am not complaining in any way, shape, or form, but we know he will lose his way before he wins another way. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully today is where you realize he's like, all right, Jimmy's done. It's like at this point, it's like, dude, you have to go out and have the underdog mentality. Even when we're winning, he has to have that underdog mentality, Shanahan, that he called going for it on 4th down and doing these plays and getting to the point where he throw. He just has to let him play, bro. Like that.
I got you. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You know, it's funny.
You're spot on. My bad, okay. You're spot on, Prez.
Yeah.
We got a defensive coordinator that he's letting coach, correct? Coordinate, coach, call great plays, okay? So Shanahan is the offensive coordinator / head coach, right? Correct?
Yeah. Yes.
And the only thing that stays consistently sometimes is he goes like 49 said, oh, shoot, that dreaded 10-point lead. When we usually go to a conservative box, okay?
Yep.
That didn't happen today, partly because of the defense and partly because of your new quarterback. If nothing else, you got to let this kid try to fail.
Exactly.
Right. You know, all things being a given, I'd much rather have a knockout fighter than a technical fighter in a close fight. You could lose 8 rounds and knock out the person in the 9th round and it's still a win. You may be bruised and battered. And we got knockout fighters on both sides. Speaking of which, Huff and Purdy are the same ilk. The same ilk. They're going to make some mistakes, but they're going to make you look great too.
Exactly.
They really are. And Mason, I'm going to get some more flowers soon. I know it.
Hey, did he just hit?
And I was with Mason the whole time too, man.
Right.
I've been the Mason guy.
Is it possible? Is it possible that he literally, this front office and organization, just had its best draft class by far? Period. Yeah. First year, we've had this is their best draft class.
Mason didn't even get drafted, and like he's one of our best pieces of the rookies that we got, and it's just sad that they wanted to keep force feeding us Tevin Coleman, even that he did have that one good game, and all these other guys over him. Like he should have been got his shot. Even up until last game, TDP had more carries than Mason. And I mean, you waste that 3rd round pick, and then you try to it's sunken cost fallacy. So I already invested so much. Now I got to invest some more in it, so I didn't lose everything. When you got to almost own your losses. You know what I mean, and walk away clean.
Yeah.
Mason runs square.
Mason runs perfect for this offense, man.
He runs square. He has a nose for the hole, but he does. He has a nose for the hole, but he doesn't avoid contact. He makes you pay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that middle linebacker that's trying to drop in coverage after he's been hit a couple times by Mason ain't gonna be as quick to the point. And he damn sure ain't gonna want to hit Kittle afterwards.
Facts.
Nope. You know?
He leans into the tackle.
To the contact, yes, and that takes the defender off.
Right.
And when you're coming this way and you relax and take a hit, you're going to absorb all the punishment. But if you're giving what you got, boom, you keep it rolling.
Guys, that's all Bobby Turner, yo. Mm-hmm. All Bobby Turner, yo. Mm-hmm. So Kyle Shanahan always say Bobby Turner is always in his case about getting him more guys.
Facts.
Hands down, guys. But
with Mason and with McCaffrey and Elijah, those are 2 physical running backs. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Elijah has more stature, but it's not easy to take down McCaffrey. You know what I'm saying? Especially for his size. And so the usage, if you remember playing Marshawn Lynch, when the Seahawks went through their dynasty, you know what I'm saying? It'd be the end of the game, or it'd be those plays where it's like, ultimately, dude, Marshawn Lynch just is too big and he's too powerful, and people just don't tackle him. And we're already a run for first pounder game, but now for the first time with Mason, you have somebody that is like a physical specimen with that type of mentality that all our running backs have always had. And so Shanahan will be able to use him when that defense is tired and weary. It's just a whole nother level. Yeah. That's why Marshawn could not be stopped. When you got down to the end of the game and Seattle's running, or they got the ball with Wilson and it was Marshawn, it was like they're moving the chains because they're going for it on fourth down, period, for the most part. And you're not going to stop Marshawn.
I watched Alabama football a lot, and I liked the strength and conditioning programs. And one of the things that fascinated me was Derrick Henry's compound stats. Okay. Do you know what stats closest to him was Mason?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ever?
Leg press.
Ever?
565. That means he's got driving legs like a tank. He can go square and hit you just as hard and make you not want to hit him straight up, which gives him an extra 2-3 yards.
How about my back? I'm going to the end zone, bro. I'll give you a ride, bro. I'm going that way.
6.3 yards per carry, Mason is averaging.
Yeah. He's used, and that's what Kyle uses him in the perfect situations. And a lot of the time when that defense has been on the field for a drive already, you've moved the chains a couple of times. It's normally a second time where you've already moved the chains that Mason comes in, and it's just a whole nother speed and power force.
It changes the tempo.
Exactly. In between the tackles. In between the tackles. Chris Forrester had said the issue was with our offensive line, and I think me and you, Prez, had talked about it briefly, is that the offensive line, they have to move faster to open up those lanes. Once they move faster to open up them lanes, we're good. We got good running backs. No. Let me say this. We have good running backs. Our offensive line, when they open up them lanes, they make them look awesome. You follow what I'm saying? Because they open up those lanes faster. That was the issue. You can't run through a brick wall.
Facts. And that came with repetition for them. That came with repetition for them, just being on the field for the plays.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say something really controversial. I feel like Mason and McCaffrey make a better tandem for this offense than Elijah and McCaffrey did, because Elijah and McCaffrey are more similar than see, Mason is the total opposite. It's like the thunder and lightning, or what they used to call it. You know what I mean? It really throws off the defense because you got a guy wearing you out and your stamina out, hitting outside and setting that edge, and then you got a guy that's just bruising you, taking a lot of defense. You know, like Marshawn Lynch said, hitting you over and over and over and over and over.
I feel what you're saying, Jizzle. I feel what you're saying. I respect what you're saying. I still give Elijah and Christian like an edge. Reason why? Because feel me on this. Elijah is more proven from last year. He's shown on tape with his speed what he's able to do. Now this off season, he put on more muscle. So you got speed and more muscle on your body. Then when you got both players, Elijah and Christian, on the field, you like, I gotta pick my battles. You follow what I'm saying? But what you're saying regarding Jordan Mason, you're spot on as far as, like I said before, in between the tackles. He's a great, I would say this, he's a great punisher in between the tackles. What's up?
Yeah. I'll say, who'd you say?
No, yeah, Brett.
I'll say it's I think it's Mason needs more time to prove himself, because we've seen a lot of Elijah to make a real comparison, but for what you're saying, for sure. But I'm with Elijah because when the games that he played, he outrushed McCaffrey. Sometimes he with even less carries. Elijah's special, man. Elijah.
No, I wasn't saying Mason's better than Elijah. I was saying they make a better tandem as far as
No,
where
no,
we're going
no.
to.
I feel
That's what I'm trying to say.
We feel you, bro.
Yeah.
We respect
My
it.
bad. Then yes, as a tandem for sure. Because
Yeah, like you guys kept saying Elijah's better, and I feel Elijah. No. I agree. I'm just saying as far as, and I guess also what it comes down to is when you factor in injuries too. You know what I mean? Elijah Mitchell can't stay on the field, so to build that continuity, you want a pair that can develop that chemistry over time.
yes.
You got a way higher ceiling of that happening with Mason.
Yeah.
I want to cut in for a second, if you don't mind. Hey, check this out. You got McCaffrey. You got Wilson. You got Mason.
Wilson,
Mason, McCaffrey. What's the other one?
Not Wilson no more, though.
Mitchell.
Coleman.
No. I'm talking about. We're just talking about McCaffrey and
McCaffrey. Who?
McCaffrey and Elijah. You got Mason.
TDP.
Right.
TDP.
You got Debo sometimes being used as a running back, right?
Right.
Now you said, what was the combination you two were comparing? Mitchell and McCaffrey versus Mason and McCaffrey?
Elijah and McCaffrey versus Mason and McCaffrey, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think we're going back to where we were at the beginning of the year. We have an abundance of riches, and it comes down to coaching now. When you have this much talent and this much opportunity, situational play, we know that Elijah can't keep from getting hurt. When he's in there for 4 or 5 plays in a row, he's dynamic. 6, 7, 8 play, put Mason in. Keep spelling. Let's platoon this thing. We get each one of them special in their own way.
Yeah.
We don't really have a problem with diverse or multifaceted players. Look, I mean, hell, put Debo and McCaffrey back there together.
And
they did it once today, and it was so predictable because the play was, and they tossed the ball on Debo. He got caught behind the line of scrimmage.
He got some back.
And he got some back. I mean, because Debo's strength is underestimated, just like Tyreek Hill. They're small, but they're compact and super powerful. They got great hands.
Yeah.
But we got a great problem, guys.
Yeah.
We got a great problem. We got so many talented people. We just got to use them right.
Well, it's for sure.
Real quick, let me shout out to. Please forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. E-Man Report says, I feel so bad for Jimmy. Yeah, we do too. We definitely do too.
I think Jimmy did enough to earn a contract next year somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down. He was running a great offense.
No doubt. It's just that, there's going to be a lot of money left on the table for what it could have been. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man. I'm saying, bro. It's like, damn, bro.
Ooh, he was going to be in such a leveraged position that we probably never saw a story like that. You know what I mean? He was going from panhandling to the penthouse, basically. You know what I mean? And he could have held leverage over the Niners, too, as far as, like, hey, man, so we may have won a Super Bowl. I still have an option to go right off with the Commanders or another team that, you know what I mean? I will make you have to, like, overpay me and maybe not be able to pay Bosa down the line. But you're going to have to – I'll push a hard line, though. Yeah.
Yo, Jizzle, real quick. Yo, you remember this? Remember we talked about this? Now this new strength and conditioning coach next season.
Oh, my God.
Remember we talked about this, last year? Yo, man. I'm going to say, I got to say, it don't matter. It really don't matter, guys. It really don't matter. If
I'm the owner of the team and I see the strength and the conditioning, you guys have been doing a great job up this time. I see you guys working your tail off and everything, but we got this many injuries. Yeah. I still got to can you, bro, because the streets need a body, bro. Somebody got to go. Somebody's head got to roll.
Yeah, because you remember we fired our other conditional
guy. Yeah, somebody's head's got to go, and owners can't fire themselves, so somebody got to go, bro. Yeah. Like, fire just anybody, just to say you did something about it. Somebody got to get fired, though.
Shout out to our brother P. Ward. P. Ward said, "What's up, man? Great win. Brock Purdy can win games. Talk about it. P. Ward, you know what's up. I've been saying it from preseason 1. That boy is nice. Uncle Keith, yo, that boy over there glowing. Not because
It's not just the yellow shirt. It's not just the yellow shirt being loud.
Warrior, Uncle Keith is glowing. That boy glowing. That boy glowing. Hey, yo, real quick. I got to ask y'all because I didn't see it. I didn't see the opening play. Yo, what happened and who fault do y'all think it was? Because I didn't see it. What happened with that 75-yard touchdown?
I
don't know either.
It was just a spacing play. It was the perfect call for what the defense was, and he hit him in stride and spacing. That's the thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
McDaniels knows exactly where to throw the ball and where the spaces are going to be. He's been playing against it for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a play. It was just it just happened. You know what I'm saying? I think at the end of the day, it was the best thing that could have happened because it forced them to automatically lock in. They immediately on defense locked in.
They shut them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Tua was exposed today.
Yo.
Huff did blow 2 assignments today.
Was it because I know about the one he bit in the middle and he left Mooney with Tariq. I understand that because that wide receiver in the middle, he looked like he was getting away from one of our linebackers. I understand that one, but the other play that I think that
the first play of the game,
it didn't look. I'm not saying that it wasn't, guys. It didn't look like it was on Huff. I could be wrong. I didn't see it, but what I did see, I see Warner. I seen Warner in the middle, and he got burnt. And Prez, Jizzle, always been telling y'all, Warner is a great tackler, but his speed ain't up there when it comes to defending a wide receiver in the middle. Because I see Warner in the middle.
Right. But they were in press coverage. They were in press coverage, and they should not have been in press coverage, I don't believe, with Tyreek and Waddle on the first play. I think that was the issue. I think it was because they were in press coverage. So everybody's up. You know what I'm saying? They were all up. And so that's what I mean by the play, because even if Fred didn't have the time to be out of position on that play, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I got to watch that play again, guys.
Watch it also and think about this. Huff likes to cheat coming in. He wants to get that quarterback. He wants to be that first point of contact. Had he stayed in position, he'd have cut that play off.
He said likes to cheat.
He does. That's what makes him so good. I mean, that's why it says like Purdy. You're going to get great with bad.
Thanks to a player. It's true.
He takes chances.
Right. To answer your question, real talk on Keith, that's the scheme. Like they would give you that look that they're going to play the run, but they back up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
he didn't back up.
I think he's saying joking why he likes to cheat. But
he didn't back up though.
It was a play though. It was a play because there was a boom step out.
It was a quick play though. I don't blame anybody for that. It was a great play, great design play.
Yeah, it was a great design play.
Yo, guys,
took it to the house.
I'm not saying y'all ain't thinking of it. I gotta mention because it's on my mind. Yo, man, Jawan Jennings, man, he made 2 third down plays. Yo, that was crucial.
Hey,
what's up, Price?
Just my bad. Just before you go back to it, that's the second player this year. Because Dante Pettis got us earlier. That was Trent Sherfield on that house call.
Yeah.
Don't have me go back to that game, bro.
It's just
they got so many former Niners on their team. The odds are good that one of them goes score a touchdown. Damn.
It's funny. It's just funny that it happened that way.
Yeah, it did. It did.
He had 2 great catches, Sherfield.
Yeah.
And the second one was in the third quarter for 19 yards. Understanding the scheme, but hey, we can overcome that.
I'll tell you one thing. I like that. I like that pass from Purdy to Croft. And Croft, he had his feet in. Ooh, yo. Yeah. I was like, okay.
Do you see the trajectory on that ball though?
Yeah. It was so pretty.
That's that live arm.
He does. Live arm.
Right. And start getting some of these fast receivers. Ayuk about to feast. You got the feast.
You know? Yo, P Ward.
P on there talking mess.
Hey, P, say a prayer for them guys, man. Say a prayer for them, man.
Yeah.
I will say, man, because y'all know I love Jimmy, man. That's my dog. I did not feel the despair once he went out. Once Purdy came in and he had a couple of drives, it was like, okay. It was like, all right, man.
Look at it. Look.
Y'all need to listen to me right now, just for a second. I started to text this morning. Wouldn't it be funny if Jimmy got hurt and Purdy came in and won the game? I almost texted that, but I didn't want to be negative. And I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
The devil in the back of my mind saying, shoot, what's the best thing and the worst thing that could happen at the same time for the 49ers? Jimmy goes down, Purdy comes in and be who I think he is. And when it happened, I'm like, did I text that? I had to go look at my phone to make sure I hadn't texted.
Yeah.
I didn't want y'all to think I had spoke up on something. But I'm telling you, as bad as it may seem, we all, some of the folks were texting, hey, our season's over. No. We got a live arm now. We got some live runners and some live weapons.
Oh,
and Jimmy,
I was saying the ring. I was talking about a Super Bowl. I still don't believe that we're going to win a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy.
Look. Hey, Prez, I've been nice to you all week.
Stranger things have happened. That's why they made that show, Stranger Things.
But you got to let me finish. I'm saying Purdy.
Y'all talk about it, Jizzle.
I'm not saying because of Purdy. I was not saying because of Purdy. It was because we know how Shanahan is, man. And there's Shanahan in the regular season, and then there's Shanahan in the playoffs. I didn't say we wouldn't win a Super Bowl because of Purdy. I think it's more so because.
But here's the thing. Let me ask you guys all this because I know how I feel about what I'm about to ask.
What's up, Jizzle?
Were you more devastated about Jimmy G going down today or Trey Lance earlier in the season?
Trey Lance.
Okay.
Jizzle, you don't ask me that question.
No, I know where you were gonna go, but I'm asking everybody. I asked everybody because
I'd say Trey Lance because of all of the investment and everything that we've given up and what our franchise is. Of course, that's why it was Trey Lance for sure.
No, but let's think about it like as far as our team could go. Like we saw, we didn't get to see Trey that much, but we saw Jimmy G go on a nice little run, which everybody started putting us in as front runners for the Super Bowl. Now I'm talking about from that aspect. Now, do you feel like more devastated that Jimmy G got hurt than you did with Trey Lance?
I'm gonna answer that question two ways.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Two ways. Institutionally, as far as a team, I felt worse when Trey went down. All right. And I also don't feel terrible today because it seems it'll create less controversy at the end of this season for the team as well. Also, in my heart of hearts, I always want to see Purdy play. I'm just not going to be duplicitous about it. I wanted to see this kid get out there and get a shot at throwing that rock. We got some fleet runners that can get downfield. And Purdy, something else we forgot to mention, his time of release when he went to his first option was as quick as to us.
Yeah.
With the escapability added to it.
I'll say.
Yeah, Press.
No, you ain't spending nothing in a minute. Go ahead.
No. I just want to show respect to our viewers. None of life said Trey every day, but let's go Purdy. Yo,
yeah,
appreciate you on your time. We appreciate your time and your support. Yeah, Press, do your thing, bro.
So when I said about Jimmy, when I said that when we talked about how if Jimmy played, why I thought he was better for this season for us to win a championship had a lot to do with Shanahan, and I said how he will call the game and being there because Jimmy's always been in these situations. Like we all know that the regular season, no matter what it looks like, those games are nothing like what those playoff games are, bro. And Jimmy has always been there. No matter how bad he's played, he's been there, and we've been able to win for the most part. And so it's the same answer. It's the same answer because it is a daunting task for any quarterback to really be able to run the table and get to the Super Bowl and do what you got to do. But it's very difficult, for this dude, that's never really played in the NFL, and you go up against the best of the best. You're playing the same teams. You're playing the teams that are there year after year after year, and that experience is invaluable, especially when it's one and done like the NFL is. It's not the playoffs. It's not a 7-game series like baseball and basketball. It's one and done. And so, yes, Jimmy is very devastating. And then I throw in Shanahan. So I have to, in my opinion, I have to be like, I have to give Shanahan the benefit of the doubt, and I hope that he will not harness the way he calls games in the playoffs because Purdy's never been there before.
Who's the best quarterback Shanahan ever coached? Who's the best quarterback Shanahan coached? I
can't hear you.
Who's the best quarterback that Shanahan has ever coached?
Matt Ryan, no doubt.
And Matt Ryan was still for how many yards a season?
4.5 to 5. 4.5 to 5.
Right? He had a prolific passing game, right?
Right.
And Shanahan could coach him and open up the field, right? So he does have some experience doing that. What's the difference between Ryan and Jimmy G?
Arm
talent. Yeah, arm talent.
And what did we just see today in Purdy?
Well, okay. Now let's ask the difference between Matt Ryan and Purdy. Matt Ryan has the cerebral quarterback mindset too. You know what I mean? And that's you got to factor that in. Like, I know arm talent is great. Jeff George had arm talent. DeMarcus Russell had arm talent. Like that, you got to put the brain behind, the missiles.
But Purdy was
better. You got navigation behind them.
I'm sorry.
Just to add to what you're saying, Jizzle, to answer your question, Uncle Keith, Matt Ryan had a better line also.
Yes.
He had a better line.
But Purdy's a better escapability than Ryan.
A better line and a stronger arm in your quarterback, even though he wasn't mobile, but he had an arm.
But where the balance comes in is Purdy's mobility.
Exactly. I agree.
What I'm saying is there's a potential to use that live arm to go further downfield. We don't need to stretch the game all game long like Ryan did. We just need 2 or 3 plays to keep them honest.
Well, no, they had a mix because they both were 1,000-yard running backs. Coleman and and Freeman, right? Was it Freeman?
And we got an abundance of running backs.
Hey, yo, good looking, P Warrior. I just seen it on my phone too. Check this out, guys.
Oh, it's on Doc Johnson. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay.
That's an interesting choice.
What y'all think about that, guys? Good looking, P Warrior. I seen it on my phone too.
Okay. Shanahan signed him before to our team a couple times, and so he kind of likes some kind of dynamic that he can bring potentially to. Shanahan signed him a couple times. Wouldn't be my choice as a backup, to be honest with you. I don't see it, but Shanahan sees it, so I don't know what to say beyond that.
Look at the type of quarterback Josh Johnson is. Is he more like Trey? Is he more like Jimmy?
He's not like either one of them. That's what I don't understand. What are you doing?
That's why I don't know him that well.
I know him well. He in his early years, he was a running big time mobile quarterback and never had accuracy. Just
what I
don't know. I don't know how he hung around in the league even as a backup.
Hey, you know what it is? He's been in the league 13 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think you know what I think it is? I think it's the experience. You follow what I'm saying? And plus, being that they put Elijah on IR, they had to sign somebody, guys. Real talk. They had to sign somebody. Because there was only on 52 on the roster. They had to sign somebody.
Well, now Jimmy's on the IR, so they got to sign somebody.
Exactly.
So did they bring in Cam now?
Oh no! Hopefully they go after Fitzpatrick. Real shit.
Please, yeah.
I want.
Jizzle was right on the money. That is absolutely the number one.
Isn't Fitzpatrick a commentator?
No,
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's going to happen because he had commented. He got a contract. I don't
Where?
think
They all got out clauses on those contracts like that. If you're
you can get out of it. We took Brian Greasy out the booth. We snatched Brian Greasy out the booth. Get him out of there, bro.
But his contract was done. His contract was done, though, Jizzle.
But you can't snatch him out of that contract. The contract's not that much.
I don't
You
think
can
so,
buy
bro.
out. Buy out. I think you could buy him out that contract.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know.
I'm just saying. I don't know either, but I'm just saying. I think so.
I'm just saying, like, when you're on a contract and I don't know, yo.
Believe me.
And I said I like him. We had that conversation, Jizzle. I said he's my second guy. I like Cam because he's mobile. He still got the arm.
Yes.
I just think he fits. I just think he fits the scheme. You know what I mean? Is he in shape? I don't know. You follow what I'm saying?
No, but when you say fit the schemes with all these weapons now, you think he's the guy. He already played with McCaffrey, and he wasn't. I had McCaffrey on my fantasy team at the time. Cam Newton was there, but he never would check down the running backs or throw the running backs. So he kind of wasn't helping McCaffrey's value at all at that time. And then McCaffrey got hurt, which made it a moot point. Huh?
To answer your question, real talk, bro. And we had this conversation. Yo, I believe he fits the scheme, man.
That's what I'm asking why, because
Newton, he fits the scheme.
Who?
He doesn't throw the running backs, though. He doesn't throw the running backs.
Who we talking about? Man, we do not.
You would negate McCaffrey. You would negate McCaffrey's biggest strength right now is receiver out the backfield.
No cap.
Yeah.
No cap. No
Yo,
cap.
Adam, what up, Adam? My bad, guys. What's up, bro?
No cap. Respectfully, we know that Cam Newton is not getting it done in the playoffs, bro.
He's never going to check down, though. He's never going to throw to a running back. That's McCaffrey's biggest strength.
I'm not even talking noise. And then when it comes down to it, if we comparing him to Fitzpatrick, now if Fitzpatrick is not in the picture, then Cam probably has the most experience, and then therefore could be the number one option. You know what I'm saying? But with Fitzpatrick, you know for a fact he can make all of the throws.
All good, bro.
And he's somewhat mobile, and he's been in the playoffs and been somewhat successful in a small percentage. So hopefully we ain't got to get to him, man. Hopefully that boy Brock just keeps doing his thing, because it's like ultimately he ain't got to win us games. Brock ain't got to win us games, man. It's just like, can he not lose games?
Thank you. Before, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Before that, keep us in the game. Keep us in the game, meaning as a football player, Uncle Keith, you play, Jizzle, you play. Keep us on the field. Keep us on the field. You follow what I'm saying?
2 9-drive plays.
Exactly, yo. Keep us on the field. That's it. Look through your progressions. Hit the open target. Trust your instinct. Like you were saying, O'Keefe. Jizzle was saying it too. He was fitting those balls. Pause. He was fitting those throws in the tight spaces for our wide receivers to catch the ball.
Good call.
And you would like to see that, because you were like, "Woo, that was nice."
Oh yeah, there was like 5 or 6 of them throws.
But I also like the knockout ability of Purdy to come back and throw a deep ball if we need to get back into a game.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have that in the playoffs.
Well, now, Danny Gray becomes a part of the offensive game plan again.
Who?
Danny Gray. Exactly.
Danny Gray. Yes.
Yo,
I know you said David Brady.
Yo, what I'm hearing about Danny Gray, yo, y'all probably read it and heard it too. His issue is blocking, yo. More I read about him, it's about blocking, yo.
Yeah, he came from SMU, bro. They didn't do that out there.
They didn't do no blocking. They just caught the ball and did drugs and chased women.
It takes time.
When they told him you got to block here, he was like, "Who?
Yeah.
What?
It's gonna take time. It's gonna take.
He's a Mustang, man, for real. All they do is run out front.
Just said, who? Blocking? What?
Me? You ain't saying to me. I run straight, bro. You
ain't get the ball.
Blocking.
We saw it with IU. IU struggled in blocking as well early on. First year and a half too, and it's like these dudes come from somewhere where this ain't what they do, and then now it's not only what you do, but because of the offense, you actually are a part of the game plan. Your ability to block.
Hey, Prez, you know who else before him? Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne.
100%.
He had to block too.
But
what's up?
No, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that he's gotten better. Well, when he was with us, he got better route running, just like Juwan Jennings.
100%.
Juwan Jennings got better too as far as blocking.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because he plays physical, so it fits him easily, yo.
Jennings got a good game coming up. I see it.
Yeah,
his route running's getting tighter. He's got good hands. He's facing. He's situationally run himself open, which he wasn't doing before.
He's that guy. And not 9 times out of 10, I'm telling you, if the game's on the line or it's third down or whatever,
he got the hands.
He needs yards. Even if he ain't got hands, Shanahan's running to his side if it's an outside sweep because he knows Juwan gonna take that dude out. Whoever it is.
In respect to our brother Adam, he has a question for us, guys. I'm about to post it. I'm gonna read it. Adam said, "I just got home, so I didn't hear much. What are your guys' thoughts on potential playoff push?" What's up, guys?
Adam, we saw the same game you did, and it looks like we didn't skip a beat. In fact, we looked like we got a little stronger. I hate to say that with no disrespect to Jimmy, but now we've got a quarterback that can stretch the field. Who's good in the pocket and who has escapability. We didn't have that in the first series of the game. So I'm very, very enthusiastic about our playoff ability or potential playoff push. And I saw a defense that will give up a home run, but we'll keep you down to one score,
Real ones. That's a real defense.
It's just fun to watch both sides of the ball right now, Adam. So I'm very, very happy and very, very confident about our playoff push.
Yeah. What's up, Jizzle? What you think, bro?
I still feel confident in a playoff push. I'm to be honest with you, I haven't even wavered on us contending for a title. To be honest with you, I mean, I still think all the elements are there for us to make a big run. Number one defense can carry you, So
ask the Giants about that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. I will say this. I still think that at the end of the season, meaning the 17-game season, our record will be 11-6. With that said, for the month of December, I've said it last Sunday night. I believe now that Brock Purdy is our guy now, I still think we're going to be 4-0 this month. Now, with that said, I think, and I want to ask you guys this, let's just say if Purdy helps us win out the whole month of December and we are 11-4, what do y'all think of his chances of guiding us within the playoffs into the Super Bowl? Because I think he can do it. Just like I said, Jimmy can do it because he has the experience and he helped take us there in 2019. Now, what Purdy has showed us, yes, it looked great. However, these next 3 coming up games against the Buccaneers, the Sea Chickens, and the Commanders, that our brother Jizzle probably have more concern with than any other team. But But I think we could go 4-0. But what y'all think about Purdy winning out for the rest of this month in December? What you guys think? Would that be enough to convince y'all that we can win in the playoffs with Purdy?
I know you're not asking me because I was already convinced 2 months ago. No, yeah, I think so. I think the more he plays, the more reps he gets. I mean, this guy was a practice squad quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, first couple plays he got nervous, but he showed poise. And I think maybe I'm wrong, but it seemed like he got stronger as the game went on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where my confidence is coming from.
Yeah. 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 What you think, Press? What's up, bro?
I mean, I think getting through the regular season, I think it's more than just. I think it's more so how Shanahan calls the offense with Brock. I think he has what it takes. But also when you get to the playoffs, it's just a whole nother world. There's a lot of factors. There's so many factors, dog. Are we at home? Are we on the road? Are we in Philadelphia and it's freaking January and it's 4 feet of snow, or even it's snowing? There's conditions. It's like it's a lot. It's a lot, bro. I think people really, really, truly underestimate winning in the playoffs. Like, especially if you have to go on the road, because you're typically playing, when you go on the road in the playoffs, you're typically playing who end up being the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Right. Right.
And so it's like it's extremely difficult, and so it's such a large task, and so you never know, because you can play great one game, the division round, you know what I'm saying, and the next you in the NFC and you're on the road and you throw a pick the opening drive, and now this dude rattled in Green Bay, or who, not just saying Green Bay, anything. There's so many things to do. Experience matters, and so is it possible? Absolutely. Is it absolutely if everything goes right? But I think Shanahan has a lot to do with where this offense goes, because Brock looks like he can make all of the throws. You know what I'm saying? This is a big time win today in crazy.
I agree. So let me ask you this, Prez. Would you be impressed we win 4 games?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And again, it's just the relationship. I just want to see the relationship, how Kyle Shanahan calls this offense and how Brock responds. And when things are bad and he has a bad half, how does Shanahan call the game after that? Shanahan has so much to do with this, man. It's like we saw him have to let the reins off of Jimmy a little bit this year, and we saw how much more comfortable Jimmy appeared to be in the offense, and we saw a better Jimmy on the field, in my opinion. So it's like it has to do with what Shanahan allows them to do when it matters, and we ain't gonna know until we hit them spots.
Let me add to what you said, and y'all may have read an article of Kyle Shanahan mentioned it. He was mentioning when he was an offensive coordinator, he called the plays different then than now, because he was also saying as a head coach, I'm paraphrasing, he doesn't call the game as an offensive coach like he was. Like, being that he's a head coach now, he calls it based on just winning the game. However that is, based on how he looks at the defense and how he sees the game flowing and going, he just calls it based on, you know what, let's just win the game. And when I was reading the article, and the reporter that written it, he was like, yo, we're getting the answers. Maybe some of us may not agree with it, but he was saying we're getting the answers that that we always had back our mind. Like, why is he not aggressive enough? Why he's so conservative during the second half of the game? You follow what I'm saying? But yeah, but the answer, my own question, if we can win out 4 games this whole month, yo, I'll be very impressed with Purdy under center. What's up, Uncle Keith?
Absolutely.
I'm very.
What up, Beto? What up, Uncle Keith?
No, what's a 9 and Sickness podcast? Cool.
Yeah, that's my guy.
I think that a coach that says in an interview that he coaches not to lose is practicing coaching malpractice. It is insidious to not have the killer instinct. It makes no sense. You got all this talent. You're up by 10, and then your fans get worried.
Oh, bro.
You know,
he lost the Super Bowl because he's blamed.
Super conservative. He lost the Super Bowl by being conservative.
But he's blamed for it. Like, he's literally blamed for them.
And it was appropriate.
Yeah,
It was appropriate to blame him.
No, it ain't appropriate.
No. The head coach had a chance to say, "Hey, man,
yeah, no.
you know, this is how it goes." It's the head coach, man. Like, come on.
We've been talking about it all season about proper utilization
on like a couple fourth downs, and the head coach goes by the head coach. You can't just go for it on fourth down without the head coach's permission.
Yeah, but you remember our brother Kev, and I'm just saying this because you brought that topic up, Uncle Keith. That oh man, being that Jimmy hurt, I don't really want to say this, but I'm just saying this to make a point. There were certain plays that Jimmy had changed during that Super Bowl. Remember Kev was on our show?
Yeah.
And there were plays that was running plays, and it was saying that Jimmy was changing the play.
Checking it out, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I didn't know that. Whether it's true or not, I didn't know that. You feel what I'm saying? Because our brother Kev, he's a reporter. You know what I'm saying? So if he has some intel, I'm a roll with our guy. But I just want to throw that out because sometimes things happen that we don't know why during that game. But I still think the officials cheated us in 2019. But that's another story.
I agree. But what we have seen since 2019 is the same pattern of what? Get a lead, get conservative. Get behind, stay behind. At some point, we got all these weapons. Why are we not using them? What do we have to? Right now, we played today like we had nothing to lose. Our starting quarterback went out. We had an untried, unproven rookie come in who stepped up and handled his business. And everybody else, they played free. And if we change that to going back to the same old thing we've always done, and we expect different results, that's the definition of insanity.
Hey, we saw it already this year because Jimmy came in when Trey got hurt in that Seattle game, and we took off.
They played free.
And they took off. And what did he do the very next game? He went back to old Jimmy. And that's what that. We're going to find out a little. We'll have some answer this game coming up because we've already done it. He's done it once this year. You let him come in. You let him free off the injury. He played well. Then you went back to conservative. Well, we ain't got no back to Brock game. So this is the first game. So we'll just see, man. Like I would hope for as a fan that there's a little bit of Shanahan that can just be okay with like, all right, dog, no matter what your goals are and what you've been through as a head coach and you have lost both of your quarterbacks. And it's like at this point, dude, you have to let your quarterback play free. You have to let Purdy just go out there and be somewhat kind of free with how he plays, man, and just roll with it. Because at the end of the day, it's your defense is good enough. You're going to have to win games in the playoffs, putting up points, dude, and it can't be that conservative Shanahan.
I agree.
I hear you.
I hear you.
I
don't know how many ways we can say it's up to the coach, but you're right.
Yeah, that's really where it's at. It's up to the coach. A lot of it is up to the coach.
I saw a quick surprise today. I saw Drake make a hell of a play today, too. We ain't talked about him all season.
What's up, Uncle Keith?
I saw Drake make a heck of a defensive play today, too. With them long arms of his.
Thanks.
He's starting to come into his own. And the T defense has been so good that a young kid like that playing well is not even noticed. Isn't that a shame? But that's a good thing.
Hey, you know what I was thinking about too, guys? I don't know if y'all remember the text. I had text y'all earlier this morning. I was saying about our Tua getting sacked over or under 3.
How many was there?
We was 1 sack under. Both got 2 sacks.
2 sacks, yeah.
Oh, he didn't get a third?
No, it was only 2 sacks.
He got 3.
Yeah, he got 3.
He got guys, I'm telling y'all. I'm not gonna
I'm looking at the stats too. Bosa got 3 sacks.
I'm sorry. No. I'm a man up. My bad. I was looking at something wrong. You're right. 3 sacks. So it is over.
Yep.
My bad. Hold on, let me apologize. Let me apologize. Uncle Keith, that's on me.
Right?
That's on me.
The only reason I knew that is because they said he had started out with 11.5, ended up at 14.5 for the season. That's the only reason I knew.
Right.
Isn't that a push?
Huh?
Isn't that a push though?
It's over.
But somebody else got a sack too.
Oh, you said 2 sacks. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, I made a mistake. That's on me, guys.
How many sacks did they have as a team?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, it looks like they only had 3.
Yeah, just 3.
Yeah, Bosa got all 3 of them.
All about Bosa, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get that man some help out here?
No, wait a minute. Ridgeway got credit for half a sack.
Okay, at least that.
Where?
That's what it looks like.
Now I would say this. I was wrong when I said Bosa had 2 because I was looking at another statistic.
Wait a minute.
Because what I was looking at, and that's on me, guys. It was tackle for loss. It was
okay.
Okay.
But
I still thought it was 4 turnovers.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. 1, 2, 3 interceptions. We get any fumbles today?
Yeah.
The big fumble to win the game.
And that's the one I didn't see when they
yeah.
I think Greenlaw ran in for 23 yards and scored a touchdown.
Yeah. That's why Bosa's third sack wasn't a tackle for loss.
See, that's what it was. Was that a sack by Bosa?
Yeah, it's a sack, and it was also a fumble.
Yeah.
Real talk. Remember, I was saying I didn't see the last play, so I was stuck on 2.
Yeah, no, he sacked him, and at the same time, he knocked the ball out of his head.
Okay, so that's
picked it up and ran it in.
Got you. So that's where that third sack came in.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Now it makes sense because I was like, I was watching the game. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know who the heck caused that fumble. But yeah, guys.
Bosa leads the league in sacks now.
Okay.
He passed Judon today.
Talk about it, Okay. Hey, yo, Jizzle.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up with Lenore, man? What's up, bro?
I don't know, man. I don't know what to say.
I know you told me what your big brother been telling you, man.
You are saying he'll be all right. He'll be all right. He's coming.
Man.
He's coming to his own a little bit.
Prez.
I was. You're right.
Prez. No, hold up. Yo, Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Ward, yo.
No, yeah. I think I see where I was wrong. I see now ultimately as it plays out where I was wrong with Shanahan is like he was just like, yo, it might be ugly for a little while, but then the more repetitions they get, this is my best chance come the playoff time to have my best players all out there season
on the field. And I understand it.
And that's where I didn't see it, and that's on me because all those dudes
and that's why I sent you that article and I told you to read it, again, the foundation, and I know y'all know. I'm just want to remind y'all and also our viewers the foundation of our team, guys, and why players love coming to the 49ers because we're a team that teaches our players and we develop them, and we bring in players that's have versatility. Now back to Jimmy Ward, he's gonna get that money. Reason why? Because like I told you, Prez, and also to our faithful Huddle, he could play strong safety, free safety, and nickel. He's gonna get the bag. They use it right.
He's mad about playing it and now it's gonna actually help him secure a bigger bag.
Facts.
Right.
What position do you plays the best though?
Strong safety at this point.
I agree. Just a couple games ago, we said he was playing out of position.
Yeah, he is, but
he's getting better at it. He's definitely getting better. He's getting more comfortable, and so it's moving forward. That's all we can ask for.
When I gotta be honest with you guys, when I hear y'all say that out of position, what I hear is that free safety is his best position.
But I think strong safety.
Strong safety. My bad. Strong
Yeah.
safety. He can play all three, though, guys. It's
Yeah.
just how you use it. But let me say this, real talk. If y'all pay attention to the games last year, yeah, especially last year, when they used Jimmy Ward in nickel against the Lambs, he was balling, yo. Because
Right.
he's physical. He may be short, but he's
Oh
physical.
yeah, he's that guy. He's that
You know
guy.
what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, yo, this dude, yo, he can do it all. He can do
What
it
position would you put him in, though, Mark?
It be honest with you guys, nickel. Be honest.
Me too.
Yo, real talk, nickel,
Me too.
yo.
Me too.
What I'm seeing from Gibson and Huff, I think they're doing the right thing, and I think they're doing a smart.
Was you talking about for any team or for the Niners?
For the Niners.
Oh, for the Niners.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I thought
Hey, now that you have Hufanga, yes, but before you had Hufanga, all right. So before Hufanga, would you have Jimmy Ward as strong safety, or would you have him at nickel? Before Hufanga,
strong safety.
Yeah.
No doubt.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, that's right. And so I feel you. And I answer my question, presenting it how you did about the Niners at this point. Absolutely, with everything at the nickel. So yeah, facts.
But you know why? You know what? Real quick, Jimmy Ward reminds me, he's took in that captain. Also, he kind of like took in that villain role. If y'all notice, the past 2 years, he's took in that villain role. Ever since he got number 1 instead of wearing number 20, yo, he's took in that villain role and he's been backing it up. That's the good thing about it. And that's why, real quick, that's why Lenore loves playing at nickel. Even though he's our cornerback too. But yo, it's fun playing at nickel because that's where all the excitement is at.
Yeah, it's the box. Yep.
Exactly, yo. But yeah, guys. I mean, that's what I got, guys. I mean, whatever y'all want to talk about, let's roll with it. But that's what I got. What's up, guys? I'm rolling with y'all, man.
I'm going to say something controversial then.
Hey, what's up, Unc?
Prayers.
Okay, let's go.
You know, I have been doing my very best to be nice and gentle with you. However, now that we here and it's my turn, you've been getting on my last nerve for the last 3 days. You've been hating on my players. You've been calling me out with stats like you're spending your money out of your checkbook. But let me explain something to you.
Please explain.
Let me explain something to you.
Please explain.
Everything in life has got to pass the smell test. For real. Now, you may say that my favorite player is not playing like the top 10 receiver money he was given. But he ain't being coached that way either. And I think that's a factor. And if you put him in a position to do what a top 10 receiver should do it, he would accomplish it if you can get him the ball. I think our team got, oh God, I hate to say this, better today. That's my controversial statement. And as a result of that, we'll see more from our receivers like Gray, Ayuk, and Debo. That's my controversial thought. Your turn, rookie.
He said rookie.
I mean,
yeah, you're looking up and to the left. Don't lie to me.
That's what they said.
No.
That's what they say they do too.
Come on with it.
Statistically, Jimmy was playing lights out, bro. Jimmy was playing lights out, and then
49.
He was also going to bed at 8 o'clock too. He wasn't staying up for the full game.
Then throw in the fact that your wide receivers are top 4 in drop percentage in the NFL.
Hold on there, grasshopper. Oh, it takes 2 to tango. The ball got to be catchable too.
No. Drops are drops. Drops are balls that are considered catchable.
Yo, real talk, Prez. I thought about you, bro. When Christian McCaffrey dropped that ball by Purdy, Even though Purdy was in, Purdy zipped that ball right to him.
In his hand.
Christian had dropped it, but I'm glad Christian made it up, though. Christian then made it up with a touchdown. It happens, yo. It happens, man. I just had to say that.
Next play. But if on Debo, I ain't gonna go off on Debo, man, because at the end of the day, I truly do like Debo.
My boy.
I just don't think,
Say that again.
I truly do like Debo. Like
my good ear.
There's nothing that Debo has done besides, in my opinion, his offseason and how he chose to go about it.
And you haven't gotten over that yet, have you?
No. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. I ain't about to let my girl go out and make it look like she's flirting with other girls and then let her come back to the crib, bro. Sorry, that's me. Period.
That's real. I'll give you that.
However,
if you wife her, you let that go.
No, nigga, please.
Come on, man. You put a ring on it. That's what the bag is. You put a ring on it. So that's what the one you took down the aisle, man, and quit bitching about it.
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, let me apologize because I did not mean to call you the N-word.
We're good. I've been one for 59 years occasionally. We're good.
Hey, but B is I ain't never been married. You heard me?
Not if you keep taking the bag back.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, but no, man. Hey, Debo is never, in my opinion, bro. Come on, look at AJ Brown, cuz look at like Debo's not.
I didn't marry them. I did not marry them. I didn't. I married Debo. I gave him the bag and walked down the aisle with him. And
if we're talking about what Debo's paid as,
you are.
And who his company is as wide receivers, you're talking Justin Jefferson, you're talking Jamar Chase.
I get that. He's number 9 in the league as far as most pay as a wide receiver. Number 9.
Come on,
he's in the top 10.
Where was he at with catches? He had 41 coming into this game.
He had 48 catches.
48, my bad. Hey, where was he at as drops percentage in the NFL? Top five in drops.
Okay.
Top 5 drops.
It takes 2 to 10 you on that, so it's evenly split.
No, drops are balls that are considered catchable. The drops
I got you.
And so, and I always said, bro, he's not a route runner. Like almost consensus before this season started is that Ayuk was the better wide receiver than Debo. So y'all's reasoning, not y'all's, but we say in the show, and most people's reasoning is that, it's because what he adds as a running back and what he does. Well, what was not considered in factor, and I always said it, is that there is now tape on Debo, so we'll see what it is next year if he's able to be successful. Well, it's not been successful like that. And so Ayuk was considered the number 1 wide receiver coming in by most of us here, like before the season even started.
Yeah, I agree.
So Debo is what Debo is. Like, I'm not saying he's bad in any situation, but bro, when you say salary cap doesn't matter, this whole ordeal is based off of a salary cap and what you can fit in. And so production absolutely comes. Now, it is not Debo's fault that Christian McCaffrey is now a 49er. But it does not matter in that situation, in that there is no way that Debo will ever put up numbers in this offense as long as Christian McCaffrey is here and Ayuk's better and Jennings is the third down and you got George Kittle in a run-first offense. You're ever going to get production out of Debo to match his number. Period.
Which is precisely what I'm talking about when we're talking about role play and proper use of the player. He schemed out of being a top 10 wide receiver right now based upon the abundance of riches. We've been talking about this the whole season. Getting McCaffrey was just another bullet in the gun.
He's not a route runner, though, bro. And he's not tall, and you can throw it up, and he's going to go and catch the ball like that. He's not what a Justin Jefferson is.
Can he stretch the field?
Yes.
Stretch the field and what
he does better than them. So, like, you can give him a little hitch or a little slant or anything like that. And with his ball carrier vision, he has probably elite ball carrier vision. Like, he's
true.
You could turn something little into a house call. And so
he's one of one. Debo's one of one.
I feel what Purdy is saying.
So when you say one of one, you can't fit him into a particular mold. Is he the best of the rest of a mix? Is he a hybrid?
You telling me right now, you're telling me what Debo's doing, period. Quarterback, coach, scheme, period. Numbers. We are talking about what he is paid to what he is producing, bro. Y'all telling me he's worth his price tag?
Yo,
and then start throwing in free agents you're going to start losing because you can't afford them. There's a team structure that all of this matters to, bro. So
and can any of it be changed this season?
No,
I think so.
We're not saying that. I'm not saying that.
I think it will be.
It's good. It's good that Debo's here in this situation, especially now that we got Purdy, because it just makes it that much easier. But moving forward, bro, Debo is never going to outproduce Christian McCaffrey unless injury. He's not producing Ayuk. We already not paying and getting enough in one way from Kittle in a run first offense, bro. This is plain and simple. But I said this is what it was going to be.
So you got as big a complaint with Kittle as you do with Debo?
100%. No. Well. The difference is that no, because Kittle is now basically considered an offensive lineman and one of the best in the league. So, you're getting hella usage out of Kittle, even if it's not from a receptions. What are you getting from Debo if he's not behind the backfield or we're running a slant or a halfback pass? We're not getting much, bro, for $23 million.
So who on that team is earning their money?
I'm asking. I'm not saying Debo's earning his money, not earning his money. He was never going to earn his price tag. And that's what I always said.
Which goes on my argument about the scheme. If it's not built for him to be an elite wide receiver with the weapons we have, the way we're using them, then how do you hold him accountable for that?
Well, I was wrong. Like we had talked about, or I had given into the fact that when it was before Christian McCaffrey and Debo was here, that yes, okay, this is the best thing for the team. I admitted that I was wrong to y'all in that capacity, and that's why he was worth his price tag, and he actually did us a deal by making a kind of team-friendly price tag is what he signed for when we figured it out. Now that you have Christian McCaffrey, there is no place for Debo in this like that. For $23 million, my man, people cannot hold the $27 million and $24 million price tag against Jimmy Garoppolo and talk about production, and then watch what Debo's doing for $23 million and where we're at with it, and then say it, in my opinion, not saying y'all said this, but saying that it doesn't matter because nah, bro, you can't hold Jimmy. Price tag is price tag. Everybody has to produce for their price tag when we talk about these players, in my opinion, because that's what it is, bro.
But I feel like it's a minimal time that him and it's small sample sizes of time and him and Christian McCaffrey have played together. I feel like the dynamic of them playing off of each other and the pressure they put off the defense and just of them playing off each other is going to amplify Debo's value back to where it was at, and also accentuate McCaffrey because also he's never played with a Debo, and right now we're judging it, and we haven't seen the whole. You're judging the food before it's made. You're tasting it, but it's not done though.
Am I because Debo wasn't producing before McCaffrey got here like that? He had one big game where he put up like 140.
Because he was the whole offense, and everybody was keying in on what we were doing last year. Hey, you're not going to do that again. Like, hey, we lost all our running backs. Let's just pound Debo.
There's no offense. There's no offense that no defense that doesn't predict their whole game plan around Cooper Kupp. There's no defense that doesn't predict their whole game plan around Devontae Adams. There's no defense.
They're predicting their whole plan around Debo right now. You just don't see it. They are.
No. I'm agreeing. They're all schemed after as the number one, and they all put up crazy numbers. Debo's not. That's my point.
No, but I'm saying defenses are scheming to stop Debo when they play us. That's why it's scheming like that.
You don't think defense are scheming to stop Jamar Chase?
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. That's what all the big time receivers are doing. That.
But Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase are putting up numbers. Debo's not.
Who's throwing the ball?
We got more weapons than those guys, though. Name another team that has weapons like us. We got more weapons.
Who's throwing Jefferson the ball?
Hey, you really can't say that for the Bears. Jamar Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Mixon. So there are teams. The Vikings have Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and Dalvin Cook. There are teams, bro. Like Tyreek Hill has Waddle.
Okay.
We can keep going. We can keep going. There ain't no.
You know what it is? I feel what you're saying, bro. Regarding those wide receivers, and you know what? You're not saying nothing new because
facts.
You said this before. Remember, I always remember what y'all be saying. I respect it. The thing is, Debo, for what I've seen, I'm pretty sure y'all seen, and also our favorite viewers have seen, Debo is not that kind of wide receiver.
Exactly.
He's not. And the way Kyle uses him is smart. Is genius. And I'm going to use that word. Is genius. Kyle is using him the right way. Some of us may agree or disagree, and that's fine.
True.
However, I agree with you, Prez. Debo, he hasn't really shown me or maybe us that he's a great route runner. He's a great yak wide receiver. Yes. Point blank. And Prez, I've always said, Debo is the yak king. No disrespect to our brother Kittle, but Debo ain't no joke,
100%. And nobody can do Debo better than Debo, period. Like Debo is the best one at getting the ball, and running you over and taking it to the house. I mean, he's the real deal. Like 100%.
But I would say this, and I'm gonna be honest. And Jizzle, you know what's up, bro. You can vouch for me on this. I've never been a fan that was focused on a player's pockets. So that's why I could never
What does this?
No, hold up. I'm saying this is hold up, Prez. No, I'm saying to you, Prez, peacefully. I could never jump in that peaceful argument with you because I don't look at a person's pockets.
But his salary cap matters. His salary cap is the reason some people will be here next year and some people won't. His salary cap hit could absolutely be the reason, along with Christian McCaffrey's and George Kittle's, that Ayuk's not re-signed when that time comes. That stuff matters.
It does. It does
matter.
It does. And you've been
respectfully.
Yeah, no doubt. You've been saying that before the season started. You know what I'm saying? When we thought that Debo was gonna go, and I kept saying Debo ain't going nowhere. But you know what? Our offense, what did they do? They made it work, yo. They made it work financially. They made it work. Now, keep in mind, guys.
Because McCaffrey's less than $2 million cap hit. It can't work like that next year because we got to restructure.
I know, but the only a 4-year deal anyway. This doesn't matter because after 4 years you're out of the contract anyway because it ends and the window for this team is over anyway. Like he's on par with the window with everybody else for the Super Bowl window. That's why we needed him. So what was the alternative? If we got rid of him, you could attack the Niners a whole different way, and we're not contenders anymore. You know what I mean? So in that standpoint, this is meaningless to be honest, because it really is because basically you had to have started.
Before McCaffrey got here, we were 3-4 with Debo. We've went undefeated.
You need them both. That's my whole point. You need them both. We don't even have an elite quarterback like a Josh Allen or Mahomes or Lamar Jackson. You need all the weapons now just because you don't have that elite gunslinger out there. So you needed all of this. That's why it's not the chicken or the egg, it's both. You need all of them just to make it where you want to go.
Talk about what's up, Keith?
I'm not going to weigh in on this anymore. I understand Prez's perspective on future and team building. That's why he's our general manager. All right, I'm the coach of inspiration. I like to smell test. I like to see what it looks like. And Chris is right up my alley right here. What's up, gang? Y'all ready for MVP Purdy? I'm mostly kidding, but I thought Purdy looked pretty relevant for Mr. Irrelevant. When people kept telling me he'd be trash if given a chance. Chris, just know that when the season started and I got on joined our brothers here, and I saw the first preseason game, I said he plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah. He said it.
I said, this kid should make the roster ahead of Suttonfield, whatever the hell his name was. I forgot his name already. Because he has guts. And what we saw today was a kid getting thrown into the fire that wanted to be thrown in the fire. There's a difference. Some people put in position because they're in that position. Other people get in position and earn it. This kid is an earner.
Yeah.
How do you come in as a quarterback and be Mr. Irrelevant and not take that personally?
Okay. You called it out. Everybody, and I didn't even see nobody on the Twitter universe that called it like you did. Like there's nobody.
There's a smell. Like I joked earlier about a smell test, right?
Yeah.
But when you see certain qualities in a person, he played like he had nothing to lose and like he wasn't afraid to take a chance. The 49ers' biggest concern is being too conservative, being too narrow-minded, being too structured. You know, some of the best fighters pound for pound in the world are technicians. The most excited ones are the ones that knock you the hell out. Mike Tyson was not the most technical fighter, but he can knock your brains at the next month. And even though when the technical fighters became aware of what his weaknesses were, he wasn't worth anything then. But at the time he was excited, he was absolutely amazing to watch. Purdy has a knockout punch. And I keep using that analogy for this reason. At any point in time, he can catch Gray, Ayuk, somebody in stride. Hell, he can catch Debo over the middle with two lanes. And a yak kicks in to afterburners. He can get the ball there. It was just absolutely, Keith, I was 100% in that camp with you. People are telling me there's no way Purdy could beat out Sudfeld, and that confused. It confused me too because Sudfeld was another Jimmy G. You weren't getting anything different. And Purdy, to me, like we said, was more like Trey than anybody else on the team as far as quarterback skills.
Right. Y'all did say that.
Now, it might be the last time I remember right again, but I'm going to hold on to it.
No, I was wrong for that.
I got to give our brother Chris some more justice. I like this. He says a lot of people have to see it to believe it. Talk about it, Chris. Some people can look at traits and flashes and project or get an idea of who someone could be. I felt that way about Purdy.
Me too.
No doubt, man.
No doubt.
And you know what?
Like I wasn't familiar with his game like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
honestly, it wasn't that. It was that first preseason game, guys. It was that first preseason game, man.
You're right. Because after the first preseason game, I looked him up.
Yeah, man. And you know what it is?
Researched him.
One thing I've learned from us is that, you know, respectfully, we all observe the game differently and respectfully. You feel what I'm saying? Whether we play the game or not, you know what I mean? That's no knock on neither one of us. It's just that if we see something, we see something. If we have an opinion on it, we have an opinion on it, and it's going to be respected, hands down. It's just that, the way we observe games, we gotta give it is just. You follow what I'm saying? Because I'm so patient with the aftermath, as far as like watching a film after the game, because the game is going so fast, yo. Yeah. We think we seen something and we really didn't see it because it's another reason why something happened that didn't supposed to happen. Things happen, man. You follow what I'm saying?
You looking at the game inside the game?
Huh?
You looking at the game inside the game?
No doubt, man. That's how I was taught, man.
I got you.
I was taught, man.
That's smart. Very, very smart.
But with that said, guys, let me what's your final thoughts, guys? What's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts would be like basically then it ties into being Uncle Keith being right again. It's like when he was saying it, I was kind of laughing it off because like if I felt like if Brock Purdy had to play, the season's over. But here we stand now. It's unfortunate what happened to Jimmy G, and I said that earlier. But I don't feel like the season's over. So that's the biggest tip of the hat I can give to somebody just being correct. You know what I mean? Because this should be a definite. This should be the whole tone of this podcast should have been different. Like the end of the season, we're talking about the end of the season, what we could do better for next season and for us. But and that's basically what I feel about that. I feel like we're still kind of in the same position before this game got played. Kind of,
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, I can definitely feel it.
Hey, you know what's up, guys? Just to add, we are a threat. we are a threat, guys.
Crazy.
Real talk, yo.
It's crazy.
And I said it earlier. When we got one man go down, another man comes up.
The best. the best part about it is most of them have experienced heartbreak altogether.
Good point.
All of us, the only one that hasn't experienced the heartbreak is C Ward, and now Brock. Those are it. Everybody else has been here and knows what it's like, and and it's like, as any quarterback, you walk into Shanahan and you walk in hand with by far the best group of specialty players in the league. And you walk into that with the best defense in the league, and it's not even really close. It's unanimous how good this defense is. And so it's just like, man, there's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of possibility, and he could just mess around and just automatically just come in here, and for whatever reason it clicks, and that could be what it is, bro. Yeah. And then at that point, y'all definitely right. He's the better option to win us if he can win games and not turn the ball over and play like he played today, and Shanahan let him open up. Oh, bro, he absolutely gives us a better chance of winning the ring than Jimmy would have.
And can I say something?
Different capacity in a category.
I respect that.
You know what? You know who we got to get flowers to? Brian Greasy.
Yeah.
Brian Greasy.
Kid up. I agree.
Got to give him flowers, yo. You see him on the sideline?
Yeah.
Yo, you got to give him his flowers, man. It's all about experience, man. Let the talent,
talk.
Experience. Exactly. Let the talent speak for itself. And when I seen Purdy, man, real quick, I seen an opportunist. That's what I seen. An opportunist. He don't got nothing to lose.
Nothing.
Someone that was the last pick, he has nothing to lose, yo. You follow? And for him to beat Tom Brady, that is a 7-time world champion, that's gonna be epic, yo.
Some of them were crazy. Some of the velocity and the accuracy of this dude's throws, bro. Or some of that shit was insane. It's like I'm sitting there like, damn, bro, this is his first time at it, cuz out there, and cuz really had pressure in his face all game. He was like, bruh, that was some shit to witness, bro. That was some shit to witness, bro.
let me give you my final thoughts on this. Yeah, I'm gonna be nice to everybody.
What's up, bro?
I'm gonna tell you who I saw the first time I saw Purdy play and got it. He reminded me of an old 49ers quarterback. Which one do you think it was?
Jeff Garcia.
Jeff Garcia.
I didn't hear the question. My bad.
You say Jeff Garcia?
Yeah.
No, before him.
What was the question?
Which quarterback did he remind me of the most? Jeff Garcia is close, but not the one he reminds me of the most. Who will leave Montana? Who was the quarterback after Montana?
Steve Young.
Steve Young. Yeah. Let me tell you why he reminds me of Steve Young. When Steve Young stepped in, he was highly touted and highly doubted.
Talk about it.
And he got it done. He had true grit, and his passing. What kind of passes did he throw? Ropes. Jimmy had a gun. He was also very cerebral. What we don't know about is how smart Purdy is, according to the NFL standards. But we do know how smart he was in college. He was he managed a very good game. Other thing about Purdy is, like you said, Mark, and like we've been saying from day one, and the attitude we wanted for this team this season was guts. Let's get dirty. Let's get in the dirt. Let's stop being so conservative and so clean cut and cookie cutter. Let's stop being so predictable. Purdy gives us unpredictability.
I mean, we're at the end of the road, because it's like, I can't wait to see Shanahan. It's just like, if he embraces just being at the end of the road and just like, let's just ride, bro.
Yo,
I'm full of hope.
Yeah, me
too.
Let's
keep this in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we wish Jimmy G well.
We do.
Come back healthy and stronger. I just gotta add this too. I'm pretty sure Brock Purdy was playing Jimmy G's playbook. Now, next Sunday against the Buccaneers, guys, we might see something different, guys.
He better come ready.
Well, yeah.
You know,
I ain't worried about
I like the same playbook. I like the same playbook going forward. I wouldn't switch that. None of the concepts of. But
we better not get cocky though.
You know where I'm going, Jizzle.
Yeah.
Because Jimmy took over Trey Lance. After
giving Trey Lance's playbook for that game. Exactly. Yeah.
So I had to put that out there, like, yo, man, Purdy might be.
He need to let it ride. He need to let it ride like he did, like you're saying.
Yeah.
But one thing that's not in Jimmy's playbook is escapability and extending plays.
Oh, facts.
And that made a difference, a significant difference in this game and how it looked to us. I got more hope out of him escaping and not taking bad sacks and making plays than anything.
Yeah.
Think about that. We didn't have that.
Yeah, no, there's a whole nother dynamic.
It's a whole nother dynamic. And that's what, and a live arm on top of that. Woo, mercy.
The best part to me is because now there are parts of the field that were not an option that are definitely an option for an.
That's all you can ask for.
Yeah, no, there's
at the end of the season, put our best team on the field.
Yeah, I want to answer our brother Chris' question. We talked about this earlier. Chris Wall says, "Ooh, Mark, I love that point that you're making." He says, "Will they activate Danny Gray?" Real talk. This is my honest answer to your question, and I know our faithful Huddle is going to answer it too. Chris, I really don't know. Based on what I've been reading regarding Danny Gray, that Kyle Shanahan is saying that he just needs to work on a couple of things. And one of the key things is blocking and also playing consistent. You follow what I'm saying? I would like Danny Gray to be out there because that shows the defense. Because the defense know this man got speed. But to answer to your question, Chris, I really don't know. I really would like for him to be out there. But being that Debo and Ayuk is out there on the outside corners as our wide receivers, I don't see Danny Gray probably coming out there anytime soon unless our two last games against the Raiders and the Cardinals. What you guys got?
Yes, they're going to activate him.
You think they're going to activate him?
Yes, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, cool.
If you spell him, if you give him 8 plays a game, you can learn in practice, but you can really show what you've learned in a game. And he's fast enough to where you need an over-the-top weapon that can outrun the best defenders in the league, and that's Danny Gray. You also got a quarterback that can get the ball to him now. You have to activate him.
I agree.
I got you.
Because I believe, like, let's be honest with ourselves. If he was on this same projection curve, but Trey Lance had stayed upright the whole year, you really think he wouldn't have been activated through this whole time? They drafted him right now.
Facts. Because ultimately, you ain't got to bring him on the field if you need him to block.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely. And if that fastest man you got with good hands is on the bench, it's because you can't get the ball to him.
It absolutely brings Danny Gray into play.
I think so too. That gives me my wish over the top. I keep saying it. I'll keep saying it.
I hope Danny Gray gets on the field, just more so just because we invest these 3rd-round picks and we just don't see nothing out of them ever again. And I hope we can do,
it's part of our own fault. Sometimes we don't play them enough.
But you know what? But Uncle Keith, we know why though. We know why. We know some of the reasons why. But I would say this. And Prez, I thought about what you had said regarding Danny Gray. And I'm going to pick it back on what you also said, Uncle Keith. Let's just say they do activate him.
Yep.
Come back to you, Prez. I do like to see Danny Gray at the slot. More I think about it, I would like to see the slot because being that Jawan Jennings he's showing us he can also be on the outside too. Reason why, and he said it best, and I'm going to say it. Man to man, I don't think nobody can guard him. He may not be that fast. That was the only thing I was concerned about Jawan Jennings, his speed. But being that he got good hands, he's tall and he's physical, And if a cornerback was to defend him man to man, Jawan Jennings should eat that all day, especially along the sideline. Remember I was saying along the sideline?
You're absolutely right.
You follow what I'm saying?
He makes adjustments to the ball better than anybody on our team.
100%. 100%.
He adjusts to the ball when the ball's thrown.
IU too.
And the only reason why I'm saying that is to give teams different looks. You follow what I'm saying?
No, for sure. You have to. And it's just we can now use them. There's another, you know what I'm saying? Shanahan has more plays he can call. So it's like definitely. It's definitely.
Well, on that note, guys, great show, guys. To our viewers, we thank
8-4, you feel me?
Yeah, we thank you for your time and your support. Our faithful viewers, please tell a friend and another friend and another friend to hit that like and subscribe button.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate y'all support. Hopefully next Sunday night we'll probably have a pre-game before the Buccaneers game.
Is it a night game?
Yeah, I think it's a 4:00 game. It's a 4:00 game.
Okay.
So it's up to y'all if y'all want to have a pre-game or a post game.
I'm gonna be working till 6 next Sunday, so
we could definitely do that.
Do post game then.
Yeah, post game.
Yeah, no doubt. I will say this, like I always say to our faithful huddle, to our faithful viewers, and also to the 49ers, trust the game plan and trust preparation, man. Trust the preparation and bottom line, just execute the game, man. Take over the game.
Thanks.
And we'll deal with the results after the results. You follow what I'm saying?
I follow you. I feel pretty good.
One time for that boy Armstead being back. Let's roll.
Yo, talk about it, bro. Talk about it. On that note,
I feel pretty good.
Have a good night, guys.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Good night.
Yo, Chiz, I gotta talk to you. All right, bro.
Oh yeah.
All right.